On a Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night for a first-place Dodger team.
Tyler Glasnow trots out to the mound.
Reds and Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow gets the start for LA. He has the best strikeout mark in the majors thus far. However,
Benson blasts to right. Hernandez spun around, and that is gone.
Halfway up the pavilion, and he threw his bat halfway toward his dugout.
in college, he'd probably get ejected for that.
The season. And they just tossed someone.
Seriously, college adopted a bat flip rule. We talk about it in this related video. I'm also wearing a cute dress, but MLB doesn't have that rule, and Glasnow runs into more first inning trouble.
First pitch swinging, Ellie De La Cruz follows.
De La Cruz singles, Stevenson doubles. The Reds take a 2-0 lead into the second.
Soft liner deluxe, one down.
And Glasnow suddenly seems super in control.
2 pitch. All in out number 2. I think Austin Barnes having pitch comm issues.
After an obligatory pitch comm problem, remember it was Bill Miller behind the plate for New York and Chicago as well, so Bill, sorry to say, you're the common link. Glasnow, nose glove and all, gets out of the inning.
There is the breaker, strike 3.
Notice the umpire walking to check Glasnow as part of the league's illegal substance inspection process. During the inspection, Miller finds something odd and calls the rest of the crew over.
The entire umpiring crew inspected that right pitching hand.
Remember, per league mandate, the umpires are inspecting for foreign substances and should eject the pitcher if they find any. However, Miller and crew allowed Glasgow to remain in the game. Why?
Uh-oh. He gone.
Yeah, he's gone. The umpire.
Just a few days ago, Las Diaz's crew ejected Blanco for an illegal substance violation, so why does Miller's crew allow Glasnow to remain in the game?
You can use rosin and sweat together. Umpires are not chemists, and they can't have any way of testing out on the field what really is going on.
Because that looks significantly discolored. Do you remember that we said that there are 2 types of inspections, entries and exits, and umpires are more apt to eject on entry inspections, whereas on exits, like James Hoy did, you can tell a pitcher, wash your hands. They did that in the Scherzer game too, and Scherzer actually is a great illustration of this principle. When he was exiting the field, they told him, watch your hands because something weird is going on. And then when he came back and he had not washed it or there was something else on, that's when they ejected.
They did not like how sticky his hand was. They asked him to change his glove. They gave him a warning. The second time they checked him, they still weren't happy with the stickiness on his hand. That's why he was ejected.
So we have to point out that Glasnow's inspection was an exit inspection, not an entrance inspection. And that's important, again, because
Umpires are not chemists, and they can't have any way of testing out on the field what really is going on.
Which brings us to the rosin bag. Exiting pitchers might have legal rosin on their hand, plausible deniability, so you won't see many ejections on exit inspections because umpires aren't chemists. They might say wash your hands so we don't get confused, but on entry, and this is precisely the reason Hoy ejected Herman in Toronto on an entry inspection but did not eject on an exit inspection in New York, pitchers aren't supposed to have anything on their hand. Why? Because the rosin bag is on the pitcher's mound, not in the dugout, not in the bullpen, it's on the field. So pitchers are to come into the game fairly clean and rosin up once they get there. And you'll notice the very first thing Glasnow does getting to the field is rosin up. If an umpire detects something super sticky during an entry inspection, they know the pitcher can't use the rosin excuse because by rule, they're not supposed to have it yet.
Unless it's really obvious that it's something, a foreign substance, they really are not going to do anything about it.
That's also true. Every time we see one of these ejections, the umpire seems to give a statement of how this is more sticky than anything I've ever felt before. But in this case, this is an exit inspection, not an entry, so they can tell him to wipe it off and come back and inspect him again, and if he's clean, he gets to pitch.
He inspected it first, then he called the other umpires in for second opinions.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and a special thanks to my Buy a Coffee and YouTube membership supporters. We couldn't do this without you. Visit us at closecallsports.com, and we'll see you on the site.